Today we're in Colorado Springs, where we will be meeting with Dr. Abram McBride, who is in private practice at Colorado Springs Urological Associates. We'll also meet one of Dr. McBride's patients who developed erectile dysfunction as a result of his diabetes.
So when I think about all the men with erectile dysfunction that I see in my practice, the majority of them have some medical condition or comorbidity that underlies or contributes to their erectile dysfunction. And I would say most commonly that would be diabetes. Diabetes is a microvascular disorder, so it can disrupt blood flow to certain organs, the eyes, the toes, feet, nerves, kidneys, but also the penis. And you can lose blood flow to the penis, but you also lose some of the neurologic connection between the brain and the penis in terms of arousal. And so it's important to recognize that when you see a man with diabetes who also has erectile dysfunction, definitely need to inform that patient of all the options that are available so that that patient knows there is a solution. There is a solution there that is going to be right for them.
My name is Andy Walker. I am 59 years old. I have diabetes. I'm a computer developer. I don't know when the ED first came on. We tried on numerous occasions, and I simply could not get it up. My low point probably came in some of the conversations where my wife was expressing how unsatisfied she was with our sex life. She didn't want to get intimate. She barely wanted to kiss me. It brought me to a very low point, and I was like, I've got to do something. So we Googled, we did research. We saw a urologist, and he put me on a couple of the medications and even had me try the vacuum device, but none of it worked. And eventually, I got the referral to Dr. McBride.
Hey, Andy.
Hey there.
How are we doing?
Dr. McBride.
Considering he had already tried and failed the pills, he had tried and failed a vacuum erection device. When I talked about the inflatable penile implant, he got very excited. The penile implant provides an opportunity to have one procedure to achieve perhaps a decade of durable restoration of your spontaneous erectile function. And so for Andy, he was ready to go. That's the answer that he was looking for.
I think it helped our relationship a lot. I was, putting myself out there. I was getting this done. I was undergoing this procedure that we knew was going to have some discomfort associated with it. But I was doing it for us, and she knew that. And so that helped strengthen our relationship. My point of view was like, this isn't my fault. It's something that's happening to me. And then we scheduled it. And that to me was a big deal, just the scheduling of it. And he reassured me about all of it. He told me exactly how it was all going to work. He recommended the AMS 700.
It has the most natural, concealed look and feel and appearance of all the penile implant products that are available. It's the only implant that has a impregnated antibiotic that has been well established in the research literature to reduce the likelihood of infection. And so for me, it's crucial to have a penile implant product such as the AMS 700 series LGX or CX implant with the inhibisome antibiotic to make sure we're minimizing the risk of infection as much as possible. And not just in healthy, normal patients, but also those with diabetes, those who are getting a revision of their penile implant, patients that we would consider to be potentially higher risk for having an infection.
And I had the surgery done. And I still remember the first time we made love after that. And just the amazing, wonderful feeling. I'm like, I could not even remember the last time I felt that way. It was like being reborn, honestly. We both felt a great deal of relief that we've gotten past this rather significant problem in our marriage. Now we have all kinds of intimate contact, so it's a general improvement in my whole emotional state. And I wish I'd have been quicker about it and more proactive. That is my one regret about the whole thing, is that I didn't get it done sooner. So don't hesitate to get the problem fixed.
He was elated. He was so happy with the result that, for years he had struggled to have this level of intimacy with his wife. This aspect of their relationship didn't exist. And now it was there whenever they wanted it. And so it was a fantastic improvement in his quality of life. And that for me is just fantastic. That's why I do what I do.
There were several takeaways from my interviews with Dr. McBride and his patient. Dr. McBride repeatedly circled back on the customization of erectile dysfunction therapy and how each patient should be approached holistically. Each patient presents to us with a different background, a different experience in their journey toward ED treatment thus far, and different comorbid conditions. So we're tasked as urologists to be more than erectile dysfunction doctors. We're tasked to see the patient as a whole. And I really hope that this video series can create a message that touches not only physicians out there watching, but also all the patients out there who feel like they're unheard and feel like they're misunderstood, and that perhaps they haven't had the appropriate counseling and education on erectile dysfunction that they've been seeking.